Welcome back to Amnesty Nail World. Today I'm going to show you guys how I created this look. Here are the things you're going to need, so hurry up and go get them so we can do this set together. You're going to need an orange wood stick, a file, it's 100/100 grit, double side, a buffer, monomer, polymer, dehydrator, primer, nail tips, nail glue, it's not pictured though, some acrylic, some glitter, and a top coat. So I'm going to start off by pushing back her cuticles. She really doesn't have any, but I just want to make sure that the nail beds were nice and full as I can get them. Any little inch, I'll take it. So I'm going to go ahead and push all of them back and move on to the next step. So FYI, this video mostly is in real speed. So it only took me about an hour to do her whole set from beginning to end. So give or take just a few minutes, you guys gonna get the real deal Holyfield. So yeah, let's get it. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my file, and again, I'm going to go more in depth when I do just a full prepping video. But I'm just giving you guys just a watch me work video today. I'm using the file to go in one direction to prep her nail bed and just remove all of the shine. That's it, the end. I don't want to take off layers and layers of nail. I just want to remove the shine. That's it. So I'm just gonna remove the dust from just sitting there. And she did tell me that she wanted her nails clipped, so I went back and I went ahead and clipped all of the ends down and just smooth out the ridges so that her nails wouldn't get hung onto anything. But if I would have known, and you guys should also, be sure to nip the nails before you prep the nail with the file, because it's kind of like unnecessary filing. You're filing parts that you're going to cut off anyway. So just go in and cut off the client's nail if they don't want nail on there, or if you don't know how to tuck that nail inside of the ABS nail tip, and then file their nail to remove the shine after that. Now I'm going in with a dehydrator. So I'm removing the natural oils from the surface of the nail. So first we remove the shine. Now we are removing the oils. Favorite nail tips to use. I get them offline, not from any specific person or anything, but I get them offline, and I'm gonna do an actual nail tip video and show you guys all of the nail tips that I use and where I get them from though. So I'm using my Cristrio quick set adhesive. It's really quick set, so that's why I use it. So I'm sizing the tips. You don't want to use a tip that's going to be too big, and you don't want to use one that's too small. If it's too small, once you apply the product on top of it, it's going to end up squeezing and like causing the client to be a little bit uncomfortable. And you don't want to go too big, because then you're going to have to file that in anyway once you apply it. So you want it to fit just right from sidewall to sidewall. So I go in and just apply just a drop of glue, spread it from side to side on the tip, press the tip down, I center it first, and then I press into the tip so that it fits. And if you see me squeezing the sides of the nail tip, that's just so that they don't poke out. So these are some nail forms that I use that are just stuck to each other for sizes. And then these scissors are all, you can get them from Amazon. You just want to type in sewing scissors. They come in different sizes, shapes, colors, nothing special, but they're really, really sharp. Like, be careful. So I apply the nail form underneath the client's fake nail, making sure that it's flush to her actual natural finger, like her natural nail. And I measure it and cut across. I make sure that all of them are cut at the exact same spot. That's how I get all of my clients' nails to always be the same length on every single finger. I know other people do it different, but this is how I like to do it. So I don't do the whole, matching up the fingers thing. I just measure each one, snip it, move on. Now I'm going to take those scissors, the same ones, and I'm just going to nip the side corners of the nail to help go ahead and start shaping and tapering it in. If you don't want to cut it off, that's fine. It's just, if I prefer to cut it and use a 100-100 or 100-180 grit file. If you don't want to cut it off, but you still want to save a little bit of time, bump up your grit to a 50. That way it's more coarse and you don't have to sit there for so long filing and shaping. So I'm just nipping off all of those corners, going all the way across. Now I'm going to go in with my file, holding it kind of at a 45-degree angle, but it's not really. So I will show you guys how to use the guides on the file to get that crisp, precise shape every single time. It's really not a trick to it. It's just how you hold the file. So I do the sides of the nail first, and then, y'all, it was a fly in there, and I had to call my husband in so that he can attack and kill the fly because the fly wanted its moment on camera. Yeah, okay. So I filed the free edge last, and then I go ahead and here come the fly again. And then I go ahead and blend the tip. So again, side wall, free edge, blend the tip. When you are doing the side walls, you want to make sure that you hold the file at a 45-degree angle from the client's natural free edge sidewall part down to the tip. You don't want to hold it straight because then it would be a square nail. So we're tapering them in and giving her some tapered squares, almost coughing, and then hitting the free edge and then blending the tip. I decided to go with a tapered square instead of a just standard coffin for her because it's my mother-in-law, yes, and she's in her 60s. So she wanted something that was nice and elegant, but still, she wanted to have a little fun. So that's why we threw some glitter in it. So you have to take into account your client's age, their profession, and a lot of other things like that, just so you can make sure you're giving them something that they're going to like and enjoy the longevity of it. Because my sets usually last on the client anywhere between 4 weeks and up. So I'm just going through, doing all of the side, and then the free edge, and blending the tip. When you blend the tip, you want to hold the file at a 45-degree angle, and you don't want to file their nail. You're filing the tip. That's it. But I'll do some close-ups when I do the prepping video, of course. And then on the free edge, I hold the file straight. If the file is crooked, the nails will be crooked. Hold the file straight. So I'm going to go ahead and dust off any of the file shavings so that we can make sure we have a nice clean surface. I'm prepping and getting ready to apply the acrylic. So I have my paper towels, my monomer, and then this acrylic I actually mixed up myself almost 2 years ago. It's just a pink acrylic, but it's like really cute, and I just like the consistency of it and everything. Like, I don't know. So I'm going to be using my size 22 brush. Y'all, if you see me using this big brush, it's a 22. It's a 22. That's it. It's a 22 brush. I know you saw me dehydrate before, but I'm going to dehydrate again because the first dehydration was for the tip application. Now I dehydrate again for acrylic application. I know. Why is she doing this so many times? Y'all, look. It's what I was taught to do, and it works. I'm going to go in with the primer. So for her, I use an acidic primer. It's what I'm going to use on the client, but sometimes I use a non-acidic. It just depends on the client and their profession and, you know, their lifestyle. So I did skip the ring finger because I'm going to do all the other ones in the pink and come back and do the glitter nails. So I prep that separate so that it's not just sitting there and not doing its job while I'm not able to get to those fingers yet. As y'all know, so far, my favorite finger is the ring finger to start with, and that's my favorite finger, that like how it looks in the end. So unfortunately, I have to start with the middle finger this time. So I'm prepping my brush for product. I'm going to go ahead and start at the cuticle and float the bead down. I wipe my brush, I go back into the monomer, and then I go ahead and start shaping the bead. I only pull down the sides first, and then I blend the bottom of the bead, but I don't blend the middle of the bead because I already begin to form my apex. It's really a personal preference of how you want to do it. I start different nails at different points because I just do what's comfortable for me. And as long as I apply all of my product to all 10 fingers within 10 minutes, I'm pretty satisfied with my time. You have to do what works for you. Don't let anybody tell you that you're doing something wrong if the end results are amazing. So, you know, it's a hard world, but take advice when you can and make adjustments as you go. So as you see, I do wipe my brush a lot. Like, I pat the paper towel a lot. It's recommended that you make sure that your brush is clean while you're performing services before and after, so that you don't get product stuck in your brush. Now, when I start in the middle of the nail with a bead, I turn the bead sideways so that I won't flood the sidewalls, so that the bead doesn't run everywhere. That's a little tip. And then I blend the bead downward, pat the back of the bead. See, I really don't waste that much product. And then I go into the cuticle area, float the bead down, blend the sides, and pull them down. You want to use the toe of the brush when you're blending this little ends. But when you're blending a big piece of the product, of the acrylic bead, you want to use the belly of the brush. So you see how I'm barely using that foot, and then I use the belly for the sidewalls. See, I pat it. You have to use your whole brush, and you have to practice how much weight you want to put on the brush, because that's going to determine if your product stays or moves. So I get off all the excess product because I hate product under the nails that doesn't belong there. Nobody cares what the bottom of your nails look like until you have product underneath it, and it's like so annoying. So be sure to clean up around the nail and under the nail. Any product that you get on your client's skin, be sure to remove it immediately. Also, as you can see, I don't flood the nail or the cuticle area or the client's skin with monomer. You don't want them to adapt an allergic reaction to the monomer. So by any means necessary, avoid putting monomer on their skin. It's going to get on there a little bit, but you don't want to have their nails soaking in monomer, because what is it? I think it's called contact dermatitis. I might be lying about the name of that, so I might need to double check that. But you don't want them to become allergic to it, because then they can't get their nails done with acrylic. So you don't want to be the reason why somebody can't get their nails done. I bet y'all like she talking a lot today. Golly. Okay, so on the thumb, I hate thumbs, but I start with the bead sideways as well. Blend the bead down. Blend it back just a little bit so that it's tucked. Go into the cuticle area. Pull that bead down. Tap, tap, tap. Pat, pat, pat. Pull it down. Then take your third bead, apply it at the free edge, blend it backwards with the toe of the brush. Make sure that your side walls are nice and tucked, because the bulkier they are, the more filing you have to do next. So you want your nails to essentially look like they've already been filed before you even pick up the e-file or the hand file. And I'm going to do all the same thing to the next hand. When I go into the cuticle area with a bead, I pick the bead up and then I take the back of my brush and I drain some of the excess fluid off so that my cuticle bead is not so wet like the rest of the beads that I want to pick up for the rest of the nail. And I do that because I don't want to flood the cuticle with product. I know I keep the nail tilted down at a 45-degree angle so that it won't run backwards. But I just like to take that special step just to make sure that I'm not picking up something and dropping it on somebody's hand that's too wet. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I did the glitter nails. I already dehydrated, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of primer. Make sure you don't put primer on the client's skin. This one specifically is acidic, so you can burn them. I go in with the first glitter, and I want to make sure that it's flush at the back, and I pull it down and blend it at the tip. I avoided getting super close to her cuticle with this color because I'm gonna play in about 3 different colors of glitter. So this next one is a loose rose gold glitter. It's not an acrylic, it's just glitter. And the reason why I didn't need to use our glue this time is because the acrylic that I laid first is literally acrylic. It's not loose glitter. So this glitter will be able to sit on top of that other one instead of me putting down the clear barrier. So now you see there's like a gold, a rose gold, and now I need some glue. So I'm using just a little bit of clear acrylic, and I'm taking some holographic loose glitter, and I'm just lightly placing it around the nail. I literally had no concept for how I wanted to place the glitter. I was just putting glitter down as I go. So it's kind of, you just gotta play. Nails are art. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just do what you think is cute. And if you don't think it's cute, take it off and try again. Y'all gotta stop being scared of just trying stuff. Like, you gotta try it. Jump out there, give it a try, and it might end up cute. And you might shock yourself. So I'm going in more with some of the rose gold, just placing it sporadically just around the holographic glitter. And then I'm placing more of the clear so that I can place more glitter. It's just, y'all, glitter on glitter on glitter. I thought y'all would like this part. Asking her if she likes it, and she's like, yes, I love it. And since she likes it, we're gonna go ahead and start seeing if I need to put glitter anywhere else, if there's any gaps or spaces. And I found somewhere where I can put some more glitter, so I'm just gonna put that glitter there. Bead of acrylic starting back at the cuticle area, making sure that it's patted down and flush, and then I float that bead on down the rest of the nail. I'm not necessarily trying to build up thickness, because once you're done with all the glitter and the clear, your nail is really going to be at the thickness that you need it to be. But you want to make sure that you get enough clear on that glitter nail so that when you start filing, you don't file off the glitter. Now I'm going in with my Koopa e-file. I use a Koopa Mani Pro Passport in the color charcoal. It's bedazzled and glittered, so it doesn't look like it did when I bought it though. So I start at the cuticle area and go around the cuticle, and then I go down the nail. Around the cuticle, down the nail. And I'm using a 3-in-1 bit. It doesn't have a brand, it's just a generic 3-in-1 bit. I start around the cuticle and then go down the nail on every single one. Around the cuticle, down the nail. And I kind of take it slow around cuticles, especially over, with women that are of older age, because I don't want to nip them and then I may or may not be able to stop the bleeding, even with my clotting and with my clotting powder. So I go around the back slow. So you want to go around the curves slow, like you're driving a vehicle. You take the curves slow and the straightaways fast. Same concept, y'all. You don't always need a safety bit. Just take those curves nice and slow. Control it. Roll the client's finger. You have to make sure your clients are nice and comfortable and relaxed so that you can roll their fingers the direction that you need to roll them. You see how I'm rolling her finger while I'm going? She's not fighting me. She's allowing me to roll her finger, and then down the shaft of the nail. Around and down. Now I'm going to go in with my same hand file that I've been using this whole time. I start at the cuticle area and then I go down the nail. It's the same thing that I do with the E-file, but I start on the opposite side of the nail because that's just what's comfortable for me. I file under the nail and then the free edge. So the cuticle, down the nail, side walls, then the free edge last. That's the order that I go in. When I file the free edge of the nail, not the very, very end of it, but on the top of the nail, I do hold the file at a 45-degree angle so that I don't take away the apex and I allow the nail to naturally descend with my file. So, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's really, really easy to show. So when I'm doing the top of the nail, I file the whole nail, but I hold the file at an angle. You want to make sure you tuck those sidewalls in with that file also. And you blend and file upwards away from the client's skin, not down towards their skin. Okay, so I make sure that I flip the client's hands facing me, so it's client's view. This is how they view their hands. And I file the free edge going across, making sure that I hold the file very, very straight. If you do not hold the file straight, the nails are going to be crooked. Now I'm going ahead and using my Cristrio Diamond Gloss And we went with a nude so that it would blend in really, really nice with her skin tone. I'm using a 48 watt lamp this time. It does have a gradual cure option on it, but we're not polishing the natural nail, so I'm just going straight in and curing that polish for 60 seconds each coat. That I get on the client's skin, I just use an orange wood stick to remove it. Prior to polishing, you could use the buffer at that step, but I file pretty smooth so I don't leave lumps and bumps in the nails, nor do you see the file marks when I'm completely done polishing the client's fingers. Alright, so here's a little close-up of the glitter nail. I'm going in with a very, very, very loose, like thin viscosity top coat. And look at that shine pop. And you don't see any scuff marks from my filing. And I did not buff this nail. So I I personally don't like to buff because I feel like my polishes hold and stick to the nail a little bit better. So that's why I choose to do that. Now I'm going to just lightly remove the shine from the back of the nail because I'm going to apply some bling back there. And I'm using my 5SS Swarovski crystals. And I'm picking up my bling with a crystal katana. If you need a crystal katana, y'all, go get them from Michael's. Print out a coupon online and go get you a crystal katana from Michael's. Like, yes. It's going to be near the jewelry area. Yes. I'm telling y'all where to go get it from because that's where I buy mine from. It's in the jewelry area of your Michael's store. And they're usually out of stock. So be sure to grab you one. This is how the nails came out. We absolutely love them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Push that bell and turn on those notifications so you won't miss my next video. Stalk my social media. I'm real friendly, y'all. I swear to God, I'm friendly until you get on my bad side. But thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in. Don't forget to comment below and let me know if you like how these nails turned out. And let me know if you didn't like them too and what you think I should have did or shouldn't have did. Yeah, I'm for real. But thank y'all so much. Bye.